Were you able to get those TPS reports? I don't know what you would say you would do here. Huh. Good evening. Thank you for taking the time this evening to meet with me. My name is Brad, and I am the middle manager, coordinator of assistant direction for all things related to process, procedure, proctoring, and prawn production metrics for Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated, DDS, Esquire, or CCBBLL, CIDDSESQ, Sybil, Sid, Ses, Q, for short. You must be here to discuss our open position, the Assistant Coordinator for Coordination, Level 3, Technician Professional Analyst? Oh, that's not the position you've applied for? Oh, right. Of course, my apologies. The Coordinator for Direction of Assistant Coordinators for Coordination, Level 3, Technician Professional Manager. My mistake. Now let me pull up your job description and the scorecard for your interview, which I've left over there. So if you'll just excuse me for one moment. Okay. Let me bring up my notes here. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. I don't want to bother you with my, with my sleeves. I'd hate to bother you with my sleeves. Okay. I hope that's all right with you. We do try to maintain professionalism where possible, but sometimes you have to roll up your sleeves. Anyway, let's see. You're gonna be the Okay, so before we begin, I feel like it's important that we let you know that here at Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated, DDS Esquire, we want to ensure a fair and transparent interview process. As such, we use a completely standardized scorecard for each interview so that we can best compare you, empirically, to the other candidates for this position. Now, there are a number of candidates for all of our positions, and I hope you feel comfortable knowing that we will judge you mostly based on your resume and very little on what you say here today. That being said, let's get started with the basics. What is your middle initial? Okay. And what is your date of birth? Impressive. Now, I think it's important, especially in this day and age, that just right off the gate we understand, are you looking for a position that is remote, or are you looking for something that's in the office? Great. Absolutely. And that's really good to hear because we only offer an in-person opportunity. You really probably have no idea how much this office lease is costing us. And we're all going to get together in person to have fun if it is the last thing we do. On a related note, there is a parking fee each day at our underground garage. It's $12. But if you prefer to take public transportation, we do also provide a fee on your choice not to park here. also at $12 daily. Walking, as an environmentally friendly way to get to the office, is fee-free. However, we do require all of our walk-in employees to arrive at the office no later than 5:45 a.m. This is for your safety, because we don't want you to have to walk home in the dark. Good? Great. Okay. The next thing I need to know is, what is your first name spelled in reverse order? Yeah, it's a security thing. Okay. There was well, yeah, doesn't matter. Now, I'll also need for you to provide me with your last name, of course. But for security purposes, we do require that you tap that out in Morse code on the desk. Great. Thank you for providing that information. It's very helpful to our human capital team to ensure that your information is properly collected and sold to the appropriate advertisers that will in turn suggest that you buy our products, regardless of your future employment status here. So, first things first, could you tell me a little bit about your relevant coordinating of director for assistant coordinators experience? Yes, right. Of course. Absolutely. Thank you for that response. It has been recorded and spliced into an audio clip that we will use later to blackmail you with, should you cross us. Great. Now, when you're directing assistant coordinators, what kind of leadership style do you ignore? Are you an as I say, not as I do kind of leader? Or do you prefer the completely unreachable, even when I'm in my office supervisory style? Hmm, yeah, right. And why would you say that is your preferred supervisory style? Hmm, absolutely. And we do find it critical that our coordinators of direction ensure maximum assistant coordination amongst all of the assistants to the assistant coordination directors, providing our lowest level team with as little guidance as possible so that we can in turn fire them immediately. Creating an environment that encourages fresh faces and personalities is key to the success of our family culture here at Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated DDS Esquire. Now, could you tell me about a time that you faced a challenge? What was that challenge? And how did you overcome it? Wrong answers only. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. So you're telling me that when you accidentally ate the entire pizza, you were so much as to be like, then as well as much? That's quite impressive. Now, regarding your choice in late 2000s digital media players, did you have a Zune or did your parents want you to be cool? Oh, a Zune. Same. Now, really getting into the nuts and bolts of this, right? Down and put our nose to the grindstone here. As far as your ability to proctor prawn production, do you think that you have relevant experience? What would you say those experiences were? Mm, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I want you to know that we here at Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated DTS Esquire believe that it is important that all of the prawns believe that they too are a part of our family. Every Friday morning at 7:12, during our all hands meeting, we fill our rooftop swimming pool with cocktail sauce, and we each dive in with a bag of freshly deveined prawns. Now, nobody's allowed to leave the pool until all of the prawns have been consumed. Now, we do love an office jokester around here, and on particularly hot days, Raymond from Accountability and Personal Hygiene Accounting intentionally hides some of the prawns so that the cocktail sauce begins to bubble in the summer sun. It's like a hot tub on a fishing trawler. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, not to be missed. Now, you may have noticed in our name that we also provide dental and legal services, in addition to our passion for melding business needs and soul-crushing bureaucracy. On average, how many teeth per day would you say you drill? Okay, yeah. Now, I see on your resume you rate yourself as a professional dental dammer. Can you explain to me what that means? Oh my. Apropos of nothing, have you ever been involved in a criminal investigation? Were you the investigator or the investigated? And how did that make you feel? Hmm. Right. Yeah. No, no, it's okay. It doesn't disqualify you from this position. Now, how's your family back home? Really? That's where you're going to draw the line? Well, thank you for that. It's important that you understand the corporate positioning of Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated DDS Esquire before you agree to our terms and conditions to utilize our best-in-class software, hardware, firmware, CPU, RAM, megahertz, gigahertz package for employment onboarding, hiring, and offboarding termination. When you agree to the following statement, you acknowledge that your involvement with Corporate Capitalism Big Business LLC Incorporated DDS Esquire is limited to solely an employer-employee relationship with all of the regulations associated. Puppies are cute. Congratulations, you've passed the interview process. Now, looking here at your resume, I see that you have 6 years of experience in process production and prawning. Now, our scorecard, unfortunately, requires absolutely no more than 5 years of experience so that we can get away with paying this position an entry-level salary that is barely above federal minimum wage. Because of this, you are unfortunately disqualified from this particular job. However, if you know someone who is qualified but not too qualified. You can personally recommend them to me, and if we hire them, and they somehow survive the onboarding process with all the megahertz and gigahertz, plus the Friday prawn pool parties for 90 days, we'll pay you a highly taxed $2,000 bonus. Now, I know you're going to come through for us on this one, and honestly, we really do appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us on a Friday evening. It got us out of the pool. Sorry about the smell. As a matter of fact, we're so confident in you that we're going to cut you your check right now. Now, due to corporate policy, we'll have to mail you the check via USPS International Service, sponsored by our good friends at DHL. We look forward to receiving your candidate recommendations, and congratulations again on your offboarding. Bye-bye. Now we're done. Yeah, you can leave. Oh, but you're still sitting there. Yeah, you got the offboarding. Yeah. Yep, so if this was a board, you would be off it. Yeah. But don't forget to send somebody, though. It's $2,000. After taxes, that's like $20. And that's science. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. This was a fun one to make. I actually scripted it. You probably saw because I was reading. But I hope you enjoyed it. My better half just went through a job interview, and we were kind of joking about the insanity of job interviews. So I just wanted to kind of bring that right here to the table. So that's all I had to say.